Okay, time for some good, fun, silly cards for these intervalos. We've got a strong theme of tokens, artifacts, and specifically, food! This time around, just about all of the cards were created by MarshalKylen. I just helped give feedback and vet the cards, so full credit to him. Also, before we begin, playtests are coming soon. I got a little caught up on figuring out fancy way to organize cards, but ultimately, I want to play, you want to play, and dumping all the cards onto a table and organizing them by color is not a bad option, so we're going with that. I'll have a video up, hopefully around later this month, talking about how I'm going to organize play in the server, and I've also got some other PM YouTubers who have expressed interest in playing together on stream at some point too. So look forward to that. Without further ado, let's get into the magic of Hell's Chicken. First off, we meet Samjo, for what is totally the first time. He hands out food to any non-token creatures that enter the battlefield. If you can gain enough life in a turn, he can also help you out to draw cards. Next up, we have the Head Chickens. Head Chicken Riot allows you to spend your food to take control of enemy creatures for the rest of the turn. Tango of Poultry Passion gets Bongies out onto the field. Oh, yeah, Bongies are now a predefined token, being 1/1 food creatures. You can cast it normally for 2 Bongies, or kick it for a grand 6 Bongi tokens. Yunbong's Bar and Friars serves as a legendary tap land that can also create Bongies. Woo! Papa Bongi replaces your boring old normal food generation with more Bongies. He then proceeds to fling Bongies at your opponent's creatures for damage. Now that the distortion is restrained, it's time to get cooking. Cooking competition has you and an opponent benefit by making food for every single creature that attacks, and if you can build up enough food, you can swing in for massive damage. Now we have our head chefs, variations of the Sinners who, by the way, may end up being able to partner with each other in Commander. Ryoshu, Hellish Chef, makes food based on how many opponents you can damage on your end step, and when eating, the result is so horrifying that each opponent has to either sacrifice something of theirs or discard a card. Gregor, Survivalist Chef, has you making food when attacking players, and when you eat food, you put a +1/+1 counter on a creature and it gains Indestructible for the turn. Yes, Indestructible will be replacing Regenerate. As much as I prefer the flavor, it's mechanically much better to play with. Taste Test lets you get out more food, then let all players draw some cards. That's everything from the Intervalo, but we still have some extra stuff from the surrounding event. Basilisoup is a cheap creature that helps deal damage when you eat food, but can be kicked to get more value out of the late game. Lifetime Stew is a burn spell that can either make you food or spend food to hit more targets, if you need to take care of many small threats or just get rid of your food for the sake of synergies. Marshall also wanted to revise Jack and Pierre while he had the opportunity, and I think he did a very good job improving on my original mechanics. He also made 2 new spells to go with them. Cooking Prep uses interactions between blood and food to draw cards. Trim the Ingredients has a completely unique effect of generating mana only for the sake of tokens, on top of being pretty decent burn. And that's all for Hell's Chicken. Now onto Magic Hellbus, or C for us Westerners. Let's start with crabs. Trash crabs have squad, so you can get out a bunch of them at once, and they can eat artifacts or each other to get stronger. Bayonet crabs create a new ammo token, seen here, and can use that ammo to return creatures back to your opponent's hand. These new ammo tokens will obviously be used in stuff like Full Stop and the Thumb going forward. Crushing Crabs is a fight or burn spell that gets cheaper when your opponent has stun counters. It also draws to replace itself, so if you can get those stun counters out, you'll find it very useful. For Molar Boatworks, which I had to take like 20 takes to get that right, by the way, we have a bunch of cards relating to a mix of stun counters, artifacts, and vehicles, sinking, discard, and more. Beach volleyball time! It's a saga that reflects the basic steps of volleyball, with the ability to throw it out quick with flash and choose which step you want to start with through read ahead. Beach Boundary is a defensive card that encourages players to avoid attacking you by doing chip damage to anything that does. Plus, it gives you hexproof when it drops. Uncontrollable Fury is a buff spell that can also be used to goad creatures into attacking your opponents, if you want to cause chaos. King Trash Crab brings in an army of crabs, ensuring you always have at least 4 other crabs on hand to gobble up. Otherwise, he acts like a normal trash crab, cannibalism and all. Mephistopheles' LCB Busboat is a vehicle with a high crew cost and a high reward if you can get it crewed, drawing cards on attack and being able to get through non-legendary, non-artifact creatures. It's also crewed better by sinners. Inaugural Voyage is the only card that was fully made by me, and it's a pretty simple choice card. Sink the ship with its destroy mode, or set sail by getting a vehicle up and moving. Finally, we have a new rework of Well Cheers that keeps the vending machine aspects while making the options a bit more useful. And we have Soda, which is a simple return spell, unless you overclock, in which case it also forces an opponent to get rid of a creature in their hand. That's all for today, folks. I'll have the Tabletop Sim posted sometime in the next few weeks. Until then, take care.